Tinanggal ko yan.
Nakatanggal talaga ako.
Hindi ako makashoot eh.
Hindi, shot middle lang mo.
May mga word bang shot?
Ha?
May mga word ko bang shot?
Geograph meron. Yung mga late. Layup nalilip pa kami.
Kung nakasabi yan sa'yo, layup na ano. Nakadepende na lang sa contest sa taas ng ano rin. Magpatuloy. Pero hindi ako mo ka mag-start.
Kasi yung word. Baba?
Ano ba?
Papalitan mo ba?
Saan ba ako?
Ang pala sa ito.
Ayan, muna. Tingnan mo natin.
MB umaayos to.
Shot dito.
Layup parang ganun lang din naman. Huwag mo lang yung hold.
Sa layup na lang. Paano mag-hold?
Huwag mo na sobrang tagal na naka-hold. Bibitaw ka. Kasi,
Nakatanggal ba sa layup nyo? Shot meter ng layup?
nakatanggal. Kasi ano,
Okay.
nakadepende pa rin sa contest. Kasi pagka solo ka naman, full
Malaki.
green pa rin.
Full
yun.
green.
Huwag ka lang talaga mag-hold ng hindi o bibitawan pag nag-layup. Sa ano?
Ay, ano ba to?
Ay, nasa controller setting.
Wala. Wala na yung dati naman. Rails na. Ay,
Slide down yan.
This is
no,
what
gusto
the
ko yung
fans have been looking forward to break for a while now. Two major star-studded teams ready to
yung mga bulag lagi.
Yan.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup, and knowing these guys are ready to exceed all expectations, we could be in for a real show here tonight. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Robinson is out there with Cunningham, and it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Back to Duran.
Uy, hindi yung boy!
Defense by Wembanyama.
Kaya ito pinilang eh.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. The kick out to Barnes. This one for 3. Fox, no good. And stolen by Barnes. And Fox with a to the basket.
Putting his lightning quick speed to
That's the
perfect
Fox.
use in transition. Fox is a menace in the open floor.
Cunningham dishes it to Thompson. To the inside.
Oy!
And Duran slams it in.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And the Pistons combining veteran shooting stand with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duran and Sar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space.
And stolen by Castle. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Duran pulls it in.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. Shot clock at 6.
Ang guard ba yung paano
Here's
mo?
Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do
Ito naman ang
almost
standard
anything.
Pass to Castle. Now Wembanyama. Now Barnes.
Vassell outside. Great defense that time from Duran.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Harris, bounce pass. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Vassell. It's Cunningham with the drive. And he banks in the lane.
Assertive drive by Cunningham. Just took off and never looked back.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you guys.
Yeah, he's taking over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
No swiping it from Fox. Look at those handles. Plus, he finishes it off.
Cunningham's shot is off. San Antonio trailing here. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Wembanyama down low. Defended by Duran. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Fox against Cunningham. Pass to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Forget about finesse. This becomes all about the power.
Fox against Cunningham. Detroit with the rebound. Win after win, these guys now had 9 straight.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the
Castle.
And you can tell Castle loves the challenge, right? Accepts it there, and this time knocks it down from beyond the arc.
Cunningham kicks to Harris. Pass to Johnson. It's Robinson, high post. Harris passes to Cunningham. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team. Takes the 3. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pistons lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
I have to applaud their ball. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
On the court for the Pistons, they've got Holland. He's out there with Isaiah Stewart. Javonte Green is out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Jenkins in at the point guard. Spurs trail by 4. Fox from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Fox has got 7 points in the game.
Over his career, Fox has increased his three-point attempts. He's much more comfortable with his jump.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Detroit making a switch. Morris.
No, hit.
Start mo. Ako mag-start pag tignan.
Check the...
Paano kakapit?
Ayan.
Paano kakapit-lapit? Diba?
And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. In fourth, the Spurs. Fifth on the list, the Pistons.
And we're getting to watch two of the NBA's
Ay, yung karek yan.
great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
LeVert finds more. Stewart in the corner. Clock at 6. Pass to Holland. Picked him clean. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Cornet passes to Sohan. Now, here's Fox. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. We'll stand after 8 seasons with the Kings. A new chapter for De'Aaron Fox.
Uy, saan ka punta?
Grabe na.
Excited about that if you're a San Antonio.
Paano pa ako tawalog eh?
De'Aaron Fox and Victor
Sa area na ako,
Wembanyama
kumakati.
together. Is there a better pick and roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornet.
Look.
And the dunk by Stewart.
Doon si ano ah.
Where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this deep.
Down low. Got a piece of it.
Uy,
Wembanyama passes to Sohan.
uy. Ah, talaga.
Here's the break.
Triangle ang pipindot nyo kay Wayne Binago.
Here's Holland. Nothing on the board. Here's Stewart. The rebound by Champagne. Here's Fox.
Ay, grabe naman.
Missed
Uy, ito
inside.
ngayon, wala nang pag-asa. Dumipensa na. Ah, hindi pa.
Hindi na siya rebounded.
Stewart kicks to LeVert.
Kinuha ng bola.
Pass to Jenkins. Moore outside. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Moore. Spurs trail by 3. Wembanyama with it. And he's quickly averaging 26 points a game. Such a force.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Now here's Jenkins. Guarded by Fox. Stewart, a screen for Jenkins. Pass to Stewart. And Fox
Takbo, iwan ka boy.
to the bench.
Yan huli yan eh.
With the jam.
Well, how about Johnson's
No,
awareness to intercept the ball and then get that fast break going?
Now let's take a minute to talk to Anley LaForce courtside. Anley.
Uy, saan ka punta?
The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense, and
Teka lang, teka
collapsing.
lang. Tingnan yung ano nga. Ano nga pala yung curve.
And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I
Ay, hindi.
still
Ano ba
command
yung curve?
attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin
Dito ako mamaya sa burrito. Shit, car. Waves. Nasaan?
Next one.
Kasi naka-off. Yan.
Back to you.
Okay, Ellie, we thank you. And GA, you know some people argue that defense has
Mali.
declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks.
And that game against Portland, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick 'em game, depending on how they play.
Yun, excellent. Boy, nalaway ko ito.
For San Antonio. And look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy.
On the wing, Johnson pass to Wembanyama.
Ay, puto.
Detroit with the rebound.
Nagigil
Coming
ako
off that
sa...
win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
Yeah, they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the score.
Here's Barnes, and that one's on target from the wing. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Uy, nakailaw. Oh. Ay,
Bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
gano'n lang pala ni Wendy. Lahat pwede niya gano'n.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go.
Sa kanya valid rin.
Cunningham looking it over.
Uy, nakaboy.
Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Castle. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Wembanyama outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the cell. Johnson, a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. It's a 9-point Spurs lead.
Finding a little rhythm here that
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat.
Press pa.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up. And let's do something we never, ever do.
Labas na natin sa sakyan.
Let's go off
Padala
topic.
ng bigas.
What topic?
Labas na natin sa sakyan.
Papadala daw ulit.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Detroit Pistons.
They haven't been able to get anything going on the offensive end. And the lack of production doesn't just fall on the shoulders
Ganda
of the
ng mga
players.
highlights nila
Game
sa
plan
ano
that
eh.
the coaches
Ito sa
have,
NBA,
it's
parang
whack.
ang basic nila laro.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go.
Bilis ni Pamper.
John Wall yun. Uy, man!
Mga tatlo bilang siguro.
Pistons trail by 9, and Mitch Johnson's stand now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Mitch Johnson's a player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson.
Game.
There is no stopping back Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
On the
Uy,
wing, Thompson.
kaputin.
Robinson passes to Cunningham. 6 to shoot.
Ang gagawin niya,
The
titira
Pistons going to get off a shot.
Rebound, baby.
Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And out of the gates here in the second half, they have not started well.
Ngayon lahat ah.
Fox gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Cunningham finds Duran to the paint, looking for Harris. Gets it there. And that one, good. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Barnes against Harris. And that one's good. Barnes.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Cunningham on the wing. Guarded by Fox.
What? May pang highlights na may pang clip na naman siya. Good siya.
Victor Wembanyama.
Karoon pa ng clip ah.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Nakasiwembe ko ah.
That's good from Cunningham.
Kaya yung
Stand
galit
when you think of the most
For
athletic
third,
teams
ano
in the
kaya,
NBA.
kaya natanda mo na yung points, third, 24
Yeah,
points.
a handful of supreme athletes. And most importantly, Kevin, they use that athleticism to attack and disrupt.
Boy, galing ni Mama.
And stolen by Barnes.
Tapo, daan ah.
Another shot.
Woo.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Spurs shooting their first shots of the night for a charity strike.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. But the Spurs want to contend.
Some complete.
Shot clock at 6. Inside, here's Wembanyama.
Trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guys.
Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. And Duran slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Castle on the wing. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 5 here tonight. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game. Fox against Cunningham.
Ay, puta, hindi ko na mag-drive eh.
No good.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Cunningham against Fox. Cunningham's shot is off.
Struggling for the quarter.
Fox kicks to Barnes. Out to the right wing. Wembanyama finds Vassell. And he finishes nicely on the way. And the Spurs lead by 10.
Vassell getting in there
Uy!
And
Uy!
stolen by Vassell.
Uy! Uy, wala. Tanga.
Solid
Pilitin ko
play
nga
on the
ito.
block, and that one's good. Castle's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And breakdown here, guys. The hustle steps for
Mo,
the
ano?
Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Hindi naman ba namang depensa yun?
Showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get a game away, boy, they just
Ano?
jump at it.
Here's Fox.
Foul.
Down the shot, so he'll
Sama
be
ulo ko rin.
That's on Jalen Duren.
Well, the way Fox goes at defenders inside earns him a lot of trips to the foul.
Well, stand here and Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Wow, 2 words. Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for the Spurs. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Zohan, the pass to Cornette. Here's McLaughlin. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Johnson. He trains it. Johnson's got 5.
Ano parang college basketball na tingin ko ah. Ano kilala?
If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Ito pal.
A piece of it. Here's Champagne. No scoring in this one. Zohan, the pass to McLaughlin. Now, Zohan.
Ay pucha, hindi pinasa sa loob. Tumakat na eh.
Bawang niya ang direction
They
ko.
talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hindi ah. Wala pa akong alam na isa mo sa ilalim ah.
Ayos mo sa quest. Dami po up. Ganun na dito. Ano mo yan? Complete pa akin.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, that's great decision making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. We've got Cunningham. Holland is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Jenkins in at the one.
Well, teammates appreciate that kind of hustle on the break. Good work by Cunningham getting up the floor.
Back to Fox. And he pops in the layup off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 12.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Cunningham for 3. Count it, number 5 for the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Wow, Cunningham dialing it up from three-point range.
Pass to Champagne. Down low. Here's Zohan. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Fox. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like Fox.
Dribble pull up.
Seemingly can always get a shot off in the pocket.
Listen.
Cunningham
Ay, puta na
and
shoot.
Detroit again with the bucket.
Boy, he's really turned it around since the break. In a bit of a rhythm.
Ayos na naman.
Fox decided
Dramatic
where
pa
to
yung
go.
grabe.
Pass to Zohan. Back to Fox.
Dramatic ayos ko kay Fox. Dapat
Now,
defense.
Cornette. Out of bounds.
Amen.
Detroit takes possession. Victor Wembanyama checked in for Luke Cornette.
Wala na ba si
And the
Chris?
Pistons making a change here as well. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Jenkins.
Yun lang.
It's LeVert on the wing. Back to Cunningham. That's good. That's LeVert with the assist. 16 points for Cade Cunningham.
Well, he was scuffling with the shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together. Well, they expected it from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
LeVert finds Duren.
Good Lord.
Hit from in close. Spurs leading by 9. Out left to the wing. Wembanyama down low. Back to Fox. Over to the left wing. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So both teams making some changes here. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break, and it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Pistons trail by 11. Here's Harris. Ready to receive and deliver.
Solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
Now Castle. Barnes screen on Harris. Now Barnes. Pulls it down. Robinson. He's off from 3.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Outside Vassell. Here's Fox. That is a big-time jam.
And we've become accustomed to seeing this from Fox. A fantastic scorer. He knows how to get himself going.
Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. Outside Harris. The 3 goes down.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And he gets the floor and drops it.
Now you see there the length that Cunningham has on the defensive end. Has a great steal to get that started.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama. That's off. Pistons trail by 6. Cunningham fires. Shot no good. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Launches it. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Cunningham against Fox. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Cunningham. Takes the 3. That one is off. Now Vassell. Barnes outside, and the call will be against Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Duran against Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. 5 on the clock. From 15 feet away, that shot no good. Now a timeout called by Detroit. 19 seconds left in the game. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work.
That one goes.
I'd like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Known for a strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He's a hard-working rookie.
Second one is good. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And it misses. And so it's the Spurs with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there was some time shifting, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But first, let's review.
12.